Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium. One-and-one teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
Matt.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Browns, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's...
They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And they'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Here's Watson. That's caught at the 2. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on fourth and goal? All right, ball at the 1-yard line, fourth down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to...
Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Bridgewater's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. He's got room past the 30 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Once again, it's Mostert, and this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back-to-back running plays putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? To throw is Bridgewater. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A run with Mostert up the middle. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To Thrones. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They run again on first down. Chubb. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run with Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll give it to Chubb. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? 3rd and goal. They're going with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 60. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Bridgewater now. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Long. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And Wilson with it, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. Extra point by York is up and good. And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the 41, Bridgewater. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's...
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Back to throw, Watson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Hill with it over the middle. Now a second down and 6. Up the middle they go with Mostert. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. 5 down, 5 down.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Chubb going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. They'll try again with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. On 4th down, Watson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. What's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. Touchdown! Kareem Hunt. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, they've got
for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
Hey, no timeout.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. And Watson's going to throw it here. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Off of play action, it's Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. On first down, Watson sliding out of the pocket. Drops it off for Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Throwing now, Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Taking it about the 1. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones as this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now Jones. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Robinson's got it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Mariota. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On 2nd and 15 now. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Mariota now. Flush to his right. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Ready up! Warriors 70! Buffalo 18!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
19 tight, 19 tight. Come 19, come 19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw again. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Giants.
Oh, man, come on.
Saquon Barkley from 8 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Jones throwing for it. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Running left, here's Patterson.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 3rd and long here for Mariota.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Patterson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Two minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. One more time with Patterson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run with Patterson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. Try to run it with Patterson. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll go. It's Patterson. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Let's go now.
Jones to throw from his end zone. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Following the interception here, Mariota throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Tossing out right here to Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Mariota will look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Jones. Flushed out right.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. First and 10, it's Patterson.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Toss left side, Patterson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well.
How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people. But in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Under 10, under 10.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by Galladay. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. He's got it. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons NFL. If the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mariota eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Patterson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On play action, Mariota. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, here's Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. To throw is Jones.
Pass incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Jones.
It's complete to Robinson.
And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Now Jones.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.